A mother's unbroken love. Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town in America, there lived a mother named Sarah. Sarah was a loving, kind-hearted woman who had devoted her entire life to raising her two children, Michael and Emily. She had lost her husband many years ago and since then had faced all of life's hardships on her own. Life wasn't easy in that little town, and Sarah had to work hard every day just to make ends meet for herself and her children. As Michael and Emily grew up, they each went their own way. Michael moved to a big city to pursue a career, and Emily moved to another town with her husband. Both of them promised to visit often and never let her feel lonely. But as time passed and they got caught up in their busy lives, they visited her less and less. Months went by, and Sarah was left alone, waiting. Every morning, she would walk out onto her porch, looking down the road, hoping to see her children. Each time she saw a car pass by, her heart would skip a beat, thinking it might be them. But the days slipped away and no one came. Her only companions were the gentle rustling of the leaves and the birds that occasionally visited her small garden. One autumn evening, Sarah, now older and more fragile, sat alone in her house. She gazed at the old photos of Michael and Emily as children, recalling the sweet memories of their laughter and love. Tears filled her eyes as she whispered to herself, "Maybe they don't need me anymore. Maybe they've moved on." But deep down, she still longed to see them one more time. Eventually, Michael and Emily thought of their mother and decided to pay her a visit. But when they reached her house, they were heartbroken by what they found: an empty, cold, silent home. Sarah was no longer there. The neighbors told them that Sarah had passed away a few days earlier, with a peaceful smile on her face and hope still in her heart, filled with regret and sorrow for not being there for their mother. Michael and Emily returned to her home. As they walked through each room, memories of Sarah and her boundless love surrounded them. Every corner of the house was a reminder of the life she had dedicated to them. Michael went into the kitchen and saw her old pot, the one she always used to cook their favorite meals. He remembered how hard she worked to make their lives better. Despite her tired hands and weary body, he felt a deep sense of guilt for having taken those simple moments for granted. Emily, meanwhile, found her mother's neatly folded clothes in the bedroom, still faintly carrying her soft scent. She clutched them close, remembering the times Sarah would hold her and gently stroke her hair. Emily knew that no one could ever fill this emptiness in her heart. That night, Michael and Emily sat together for the first time in years and talked about their mother. They both realized that forgetting her love and sacrifices had been their biggest mistake. They promised to live their lives in a way that would honor Sarah's memory and spread the kindness she had always shown. Michael decided to move back to the town and help the community, just as his mother had taught him to never forget others. Emily began volunteering with children who needed love and support, sharing the warmth and hope her mother had once given her. Years passed, and Michael and Emily became beloved figures in the town, remembered for their kindness. The story of Sarah, the mother who sacrificed everything for her children and left this world with a heart full of love, became a legend in the town, a lasting example of love and compassion. And each time someone passed by her old house, they paused to remember Sarah's legacy, and they wished that her love and kindness would never be forgotten. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel.